let me say what happens to invent symbolic way. It seems to me that the new generation, you have really to invent a new way of communicating faith. I have had a very strange experience that may be the starting point of what we call symbolic way after. We were in Corsica Island, you know, it's an island, and we make in this place many camps of young people. We start, for example, we go to mountain at about 4 o'clock morning. At the beginning, we don't talk, you know, we were sleeping a little bit on the rocks and so on, going up like that. Working like that, suddenly a boy say a sentence like that. You know, this sentence emerges from the place and from the experience. He says something very strange. I remember the first sentence. I would say, I remember this boy, 15 years old. He says, the things belong to the one that make the things better. I was behind him. And you know, another boy or girl say another sentence about darkness and light. These people, you know, young, they start to speak, I would say more or less like with proverb. And the things that they say is not exactly like in full day. It was more or less linked with dream. You know, this group, 4 o'clock morning before sunrise, try to imagine, 15, sleeping. So, but this, that was the starting point of symbolic way. If you follow a symbolic place in a symbolic time, very important, something born from the depths of yourself. And you have idea, orientation, like a dream that you express. We have to reconnect religion with what is inside ourselves. We have to awake the dream that are within us. We are to awake the source of love. But you have to find an experience that awake the deep religious instinct that are sleeping within you. If you remember how much in the Bible many things come from dream. Huh? Even Mary, at night. Many things come from what happens when we let the unconscious emerge. When we stop to be always social. To be always like everyone that you are. You let your inner voice talk. So it was a liberation, and I say we have to reconnect faith with this inner voice. And I think the new generation will much more recognize this way of religious education. And symbolic way is in this line. Is a method that helps us to recognize the deep instinct that are sleeping within us and Christianize that. I will explain how we do. That's all the process of symbolic way. The core of symbolic way is always the same. It's an experience. You have to study what kind of experience. I agree with you. But if we apply that to religion, I would say it's a special experience by which you invite the group for a transformation that changes their mind, that give to them new appetite, new desire that they don't have before. When you go to the mountain, you know you have the wind, you have the sun, you have the group. You make a physical, sensorial experience. Pilgrimage is physical. It's not teaching like in school. You have to walk. You have to be tired. So it's a complex of many physical things that change your behavior and change your mind. Usually, symbolic way, we do that in a group, but could be alone. But as experience that we took now, it's a global experience, symbolic, as I say, going to mountain, going to the beach, or what you want. But after that, we share together. We share together what? We share together the effect produced on you. And what is the message? What is the message? The message is the effect produced on you. You know the difference with the way of catechetics? In catechetics, the message is written in the books and touch your mind and give you an invitation to follow that, to be converted. But it starts here. But in symbolic way, it's totally different. You emerge in the ground, in a special experience that transforms your sensitivity, your body, and from that, you change your behavior. You know, in Lord, it's so important because when the sick people go to swim, some of them have the feeling of physical transformation, healing. You have to find a way to heal people, to change the behavior. And from that, we go to doctrine. Experience is first. Experience is first, an experience that we call symbolic of religion, symbolic of gospel, and so on. If you are capable to follow this symbolic way of beauty, of a star, of many things, you know, if you follow this way, you are ready to go to the gospel. Keyword when we teach symbolic way, Saint Bernard. So Saint Bernard says, you will learn more in woods than in books. You know, it's very, try to imagine the opposition with school. You will learn more in woods than in books. Forest and rocks will teach you secrets that no one can ever reveal you. If you are well prepared, rock and mountain, an experience, even could be experience of a slum, could be something that will teach you something that no one can teach you. No book can teach you. You know, it's another way. I will give you now what is the process of symbolic way, how we have to orientate the people to do that. Key of symbolic way is to awake something that is deep in yourself and usually don't talk. Your inner voice, your unconscious, all your dream, is it religious? Half, more than half, 60%. Depends, huh? But if you let it emerge, okay, it's full of life, instinct. But you have to find a way to convert that. Symbolic way is a way to awake and to convert. I will explain step by step the process of symbolic way, I think you will understand. I will call the first step, leave your country. It's like Abraham. I will talk just about symbolic way as an experience. Yeah. After that, it could be all your life. But I make some exercise precise. Bon. To make this experience of symbolic way, first of all, you have to leave your country. Always, when I try to make symbolic way inside the school program, always it was a failure. Cannot. In a school, you have to be in the school, and you have to teach. And remember always, I'm not against school, but it's two-way. That's why we say, in a school, you awake the left hemisphere of the brain, rationality, clear mind, all these things. Okay, but in symbolic way, you awake the other side of the brain, the right hemisphere. That means intuition, symbols, dreams, and so on. That's the other way. So in religious education, you have to combine both. What was the mistake, if I can say mistake, is that we, in this century at the beginning, we make only catechetical way. That is the left hemisphere, rationality, clear mind, memory, all these things. No, you have to be both. So, to go to symbolic way, first, leave your country, leave your rationality. Usually, to have symbolic way, we need to choose the place. I have to choose a time. The best time is always sunset or sunrise. When we pass from a situation to another situation, you know, from night to day or from day to night, that's symbolic, physically symbolic. So, you have to choose a time of a moment where you help your dream to come. So morning or night, yeah, you know, it's between Tula. It's a very good time. Huh? You have to leave your rational way. If you are a businessman like you, huh? More I met the symbolic way with business people. It's difficult. It is difficult. They need really to change place because they always plan, analyze, rationalize. They are used to do that always. They calculate. They pose always question, how do you do, what is the result, so you never can enter in symbolic way with that. So that's why we say always we need to change. Also, if you are too scholar, difficult with symbolic way. Teacher has difficult with symbolic way. It's a time, don't do that always and don't do that always. We have to be both. And prepare the group to face who they are, not only looking on the back, but what are their inner desire. You know, always I have noticed that if the group with which we do that, they are not ready to face themselves, very bad symbolic way. So you have to add that. If you go to symbolic way tomorrow, just to see, how we will manage that for the Babin. We will see if he's capable. Very bad symbolic way. Symbolic Way is good if you look at you. And the animator is just to help each one to look at you and to enter in connection with the depth of yourself. Usually in a retreat it's given by the talk of the preacher, but here no. But you have to prepare such a way that each one look at it. That's why usually with young people, when we do Symbolic Way, we get out first. Huh? For example, Saturday evening we choose another place. Not a very good place. Never mind. And we start very early morning. And we say, I prepare the day before, like I prepare now, and when we get up, we don't talk. And sometimes I give them a sentence or in orientation, but never mind. It could be God is my light or what you want. But say to them, forget that. Listen to you. What are you searching for? Could be a sentence. What do I want to do with my life? And go to the Symbolic Way with the main problem you have at this time. So you have to, the group, the leader of the group has to help the group to face their own problem. If tomorrow you come only to learn, to see how I do, will not be good. You have to face yourself. The second point of the Symbolic Way is feel. Oh, that's very difficult because with you and people that are thinker, always we think. So I said to them, take about at least maybe 1 hour and more, never mind. Don't think, just feel. I remember many persons, it's impossible for us, cannot. We think always, no. Concentrate on feeling. Feel your feet, feel your breath, feel your body, feel. So, we are intelligent, we have to think. No, don't think. You know, what is the symbol is pass from a stage to another. So you have to start by something that is touching, that is not usual. Huh? You feel with your eyes, after that you feel with your ear. You try to see, but different place. Always you start with global, going to detail. For example, you are in a place. You want to look at. No. First of all, you have to be global. It changes your mind, you know, because literacy is looking at. Like that, no. You change totally. You feel, and sometimes I will tell you, close your eyes and stay. Can you tell me the sound? I don't know. But it's a new way of approaching. You have really to learn by feeling. Feel. A lot of person has difficulty with the feeling, you know, with immersion. Because they say, we are not animals, we are feel, immerse, be totally in. and pass from one sense to another sense. Feel your feet, feel your breath. Here. Immediately you have temptation to think. Don't think. Put that out. Concentrate your think on feeling. You feel global. Start always with global. That's why here is more important than eyes, because here is more global. Well, okay. After a while, something touch you. I don't know, maybe it's the vibration of wind on a flower or a leaf, I don't know. If something really interesting you, push you, you are interested. Bon. Come back to that. If it's not enough, go in another way, until something among many things touch you deeply, more deeply. Okay? So you come back and you stay a long time at this place. And you feel again all the things, hearing, listening, touching, everything. I propose that you have in your pocket or someplace in your bag something to write, and you write what happens to you. We follow the rule, and we follow the way. The way is feeling is first. Feeling is first. From feeling, some feeling is global at the beginning and slowly becomes a point of view. From the point of view, you write, but just something that is near the feeling. Let your body receive a message that you